All right, Kurt.
Oh, shit. All right. So, long time no see, everybody. Welcome back to Show and Tuck.
Hope everybody had a great holiday. Christmas, New Year's is coming up. It is actually, what is today?
December 29th. No one knows this time of year.
I read something that said the time in between Christmas and New Year's is like blah, because you're so like over stuffed and bloated from Christmas, and you're like, and then you get to New Year's and you like don't know what's going on, and you get really inebriated, and it's just like,
yeah, after that, real life kicks back in,
oh.
Unfortunately. But anyways, guys, we've been busy. We know you have been. However, today we have a pretty sweet review. This is my CZ75 sp01 Tactical Omega. Let me just walk up real quick, get a nice little look at old girl here.
Yeah. Daddy.
Mm-hmm. Dangle gang. So, I picked this up almost a year ago. Was in the Glock game for a while. And I kind of just got away from that, wanted something different. I picked up my first CZ75B, the classic. And that was my first steel frame gun. This is also steel frame.
You know what my first steel frame gun was?
1911 was your FUD?
No. I was issued the Beretta M9.
How was your experience with that?
I didn't know much.
Did you shoot it twice ever? Probably.
No, I shot it a bunch. I didn't know anything about handguns. I knew about Glock, but just like everybody else did, because I think I saw the movie U.S. Marshals when I was like 8 or 9, and they were talking about how badass the Glock was. But I mean, I liked that.
So it was not from Drugs Inc., where it was a high point, and you said, "This is my problem solved with my Glock 40."
No, dude. It was just funny because that gun gets ragged on, but that was like my first like real experience.
Yeah, we could go out on a tangent as to why that is.
I liked it, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
I thought about actually getting the. It was their entry into the latest, I guess, contract that the M17 won over a Glock.
Yeah.
The Beretta put in, I guess, an updated version of that. I thought about checking that thing out.
I'd love to get an old issued M9 and just run it just for nostalgia purposes. But I mean, it's set up like cool. This.
This
like
CZ75 has been, I guess you could say, contracted out in use by military and police across the world for a long time. It's akin to the Browning High Point. That's what everybody compares it to. However, this family of pistols, they're absolute tack drivers, and that's the first thing I noticed when I started shooting steel guns. The weight, and people will sit here and argue about it. Well, if your fundamentals are good, it doesn't matter. Okay, let's say your fundamentals are pretty good, and then you got a steel gun. I mean, why wouldn't you take the advantage if you got it? Now, I also have a polymer P09, which is the same thing pretty much. Internals are different a little bit, more simplified, but except the slide's a little thicker and frame is polymer. However, I can shoot that well. I just prefer this. I got a lot of shit. I might have like 5,000 rounds through this.
Yeah, that's all I've really seen you shoot.
Yeah, I've shot this a lot over the past year. And so it is a double action, single action, which I know most of you know what that is, but for those of you that don't, so it's hammer fired, not striker. So you got the exposed hammer back here. And I'm gonna have to walk up a few times, y'all. So here...
Hey, present yourself to the camera. Go ahead and turn around for me. Nice. Hey, we're talking about the gun here, bro.
Oh, excuse me.
Not everything's about you.
Alright, so, as we showed earlier, this is clear.
They suck in your gut.
yeah. So, when you chamber around, see the hammer's all the way back. So this is when it's on it's the lighter trigger pull. However, double action's for safety purposes, like if you're carrying. So this is ambidextrous, both sides here. So all you do is press it down, and you see it's almost all the way up, but not. And so the trigger pull's a lot heavier, and that's tricky when we come to training a little bit. That first shot, you just gotta get used to it. So now, if I was firing, I wouldn't have to rack it after this, but for demonstration purposes, after you fire your first shot, comes back, and then it's just the single action.
Oh, that's fake. You did the slide. I don't believe you.
yeah. Anyways, so that is this trigger is amazing, especially right out of the box. That's something about CZ I absolutely love. It is a step up out of the box. I mean, compared to Glock, some of the HKs I've messed with, FNs, and I'm not crapping on those. I just think your money's going extremely far with these.
I've never shot an HK pistol before. Or no, I have actually. No, never mind. I did one time and I liked it. Never mind. Sorry.
Was that like the first time you kissed a dude?
Second time.
Oh, okay.
First
so
time,
I respect you.
First time you don't know what you're doing. The second time, you know what you're getting into.
And also one thing with the 75 series steel guns, the triggers are actually, in my opinion, are a little bit better. Just a tad more crisp. But if you're out there shooting and using your guns, it's going to set in, kind of break it in. It's not really going to matter that much. But like I was saying with the steel guns, when you're shooting, that weight just kind of helps it come down, especially if you got a light. I got a stream light. TLR1.
What is your name?
Who are you? Identify yourself. But man, this thing's just a complete tack driver, and you'll see on Instagram. I mean, dude, you can one hand this thing. I mean, you'll be way farther away than 99% of any pistol engagement you'd ever get in, and it's just shot after shot after shots, just hitting steel. I'm effing in love with this thing.
So, so I've actually, I have run this particular one, and another friend of ours, he has the same exact model as the first time I shot it. And yeah, this is a really good shooter, guys. The trigger's nice. Now, another thing is, it does have the 1911 setup where when the slide retracts, the barrel doesn't cant. So that's supposed to help with accuracy and muzzle rise. But another thing with this, and these are, for me, I love CZ, but to me, these are the cons. So, and because like I said, we're going to give you real, honest reviews here.
Yeah, and is it heavier to carry? Yeah.
I want to do a thing on the bottom where it says, what like, these are paid actors. Not really.
Yes.
Just flash it up.
These are not paid actors.
Yeah. No, we are paid actors.
Yeah.
This gun is so good, it'll suck
2 thumbs way up.
Yeah, 3 thumbs. Give me 3. Give me 3.
Give me your 3rd thumb.
So, but no. So some cons with this gun. First of all, as an alibi, Is this gun? Is this set up for a purpose? So is this advertised or modeled for competitive shooting, or is it just like a different option?
This is more this thing. Really, they don't market it as one of their comp guns because they got the Shadow series, the Orange series, which are freaking phenomenal.
Yeah.
But they're also a hell of a lot more expensive.
Yeah.
This is more of, honestly, a duty type weapon.
And that's what I like to use. I don't like to
personally, yeah.
Race guns are cool, but I run.
Most of my time is going to be behind some like this.
Yeah, and that's all I use is bone stock.
Yeah, I've done nothing to this other than add a light. I don't mess with them. I would like to get one Cajunized down the road, maybe, but
yeah.
I just once you start shooting them, man, it's just you don't need to.
So some of the cons is the slide, as you guys could tell when Tuck got up closer, the slide is the frame is very, very small and thin.
That's the 75 series. Like I said, the P09, that's thicker. They got their Striker Fire series.
Oh, it's thicker?
Oh, it's it's just thick enough for most people.
Said, huh?
Yeah.
But, so that is one thing I do not like about this. It makes it a little bit more compact, I guess you could say. I'm a big minimalist, but I don't like the fact that the slide is real small, dude. And if you get out there in any kind of weather where your hands are sweaty or anything like that, it's hard to grab. Now, it does have these serrations.
Yeah, there are serrations on the sp01 series.
Yep, up here. I like to grab mine up here when I do a press check or anything like that. So that is cool with that.
You're so gimmicky with your press checks.
But
we use them.
Well, you gotta make sure you have it around in the check.
Yeah. No, you should just eject it all the way out.
But so that is one thing that I do not like about this. It's not a bad thing. It's not like a make or break. I would buy one of these eventually and run it. So it's not a make or break for me. It's just something. I guess it's a personal tick of mine. And the second thing is with the steel frame. So this thing with polymer, any of my polymer guns, I've had no issues in the weather. I've never had to wear gloves. This thing, we live in Georgia. And if you live way out west, it can get up to 100 degrees, so to speak. And this thing sits out in the sun. You go to touch this frame, you're gonna burn your hands,
right?
Fingers, and not necessarily burn, but just that initial touch.
It's hot to the touch for sure. But one thing with that is also
don't be a pussy.
Yeah, don't just fucking get calluses on your hand. All right, hit the weight room. But also that usually is only the case if you just got it laying out on the table.
Yeah.
If you got it in a holster or something, it's not a big deal that I've experienced.
So it's definitely not.
It's just little things that I have heard people talk about, and I'll say personally too with the slide thickness. I mean, I got sausage. Thinness, excuse me. Sorry, needle dick. I got some Jimmy Dean sausage hands.
Yeah, you do.
And I don't have any problem actuating it. And also with this model, you got the suppressor height sight stock threaded barrel. I mean, you could honestly grab that if you had to. But when I'm reloading,
oh, is that what we're doing now?
No, I don't.
Oh, we're grabbing sights to retract the slide. Hold up.
Yeah, guys. So. Way to retract the slide. Just go ahead and grab that front side.
If you had to.
I'm kidding with you, man.
If you had to, you could. But I do just grab the slide the way you're supposed to.
I mean, I've never had my hand slip off. It's just a real small purchase right there.
Yeah.
It's not, I have, so, I mean, this is just big. Like,
I think it would be a bigger deal if you're somebody who, when you reload, you slingshot it. Okay, I can see where you're coming from.
Well, I'm left-handed, so that's why I like doing that.
Yeah, you're stupid. Just kidding. Duh. No, but I mean, when I reload, I just release that. You'll hear people go on about that bullshit. It doesn't matter. I mean,
I just want to throw out some cons, dude.
No, like, for sure.
Nothing's perfect. You're not perfect, bro.
This is, though.
You're not perfect.
I'm just kidding. No, those are gripes that I've heard, and honestly, I would like it to be a little thicker. But
we would all like it to be a little thicker.
Well, then people start complaining that it hurts. But Anyways, like I said, this thing's a complete tack driver. One bad part about getting a suppressor ready gun is on the threaded barrel, you got the thread protector up here. And it'll come loose, and people say, "Oh, Loctite to do this or that."
No, I don't do that.
That's
how much are these? Like $1 or $2?
What the
thread protector?
Yeah. I don't even know, because what I did
just buy a bunch and keep it in your pocket.
Or for about 2 cents, you could get an O-ring here, not to be confused with the O-Light.
And what? Crush it?
Kind of, yeah. It's like they can.
It pushes it so it doesn't unthread.
Yeah. They can withstand higher temperatures.
You just don't run stupid threaded barrels like a FUD.
I don't know. I gotta keep it Gucci. I would say one thing I want to change.
Is it? Oh, does it come with a threaded barrel like that?
Yes,
that's cool.
Model
yeah,
does.
That's cool, dude.
Suppressor ready. The trigger is.
It's a good gun. It's gangster, dude. I like it. That's
and this gray is proprietary to CZ. It's a mix of their FDE. And
I do like that too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just sexy, and it's aesthetic as fuck, man. You know. Sound like I'm talking about a men's physique competition.
This guy is
so fucking you Morimo aesthetics.
Oh my god! Look at those
fucking Morimo aesthetics,
muscles
bro.
and the oil coming off of his body.
Oh yeah, look at.
Hey, you need another lather, bro?
The mag release, it's just the right size. Actually, we had one of our buddies he actually in the middle of it was Jay. He was doing doing a drill, and he was shooting, and he had one of those extended mag releases, and it just went out in the middle of it.
His thumb got up too high on it. He goes, boom, and his mag fell out.
Yeah, but like I said, I didn't replace anything. Something I will be doing is get either from I think it's VZ grips.
Selling this gun and getting another one.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
No,
Just kidding.
Not selling this ever. It comes with this rubber, I guess, grip panel.
Yeah. Grips. They just call it grips.
Yeah, just the grips. It's all right, but I've felt the VZ grips.
Can you get those changed out, or
yeah.
Can you stipple those, or get them changed out? Or?
You can definitely stipple steel. No, let me bring this up here. So, pretty simple. You just got screws here. Just you can swap them out pretty quickly. Also, a good thing on these models, this is like a little textured on the front. And I'm not going to flag you, Dave. In the back right here. Oh my gosh. It's empty. In the back. Some people will be like, you can't stipple it. Well, I mean, those grips from like VZ or other companies are so good, you really don't need it.
So you're saying the grips will go around the back strap here? Or is that what you're saying?
No, you can't. No, they just come with it already textured.
Okay.
The grips are just on the side, but they're extremely good. If you absolutely have to have your gun all Gucci stippled, well, you should probably just go with the P07, P09 series or the Striker Fire models. But I love the steel guns. I am sold. I'll pretty soon be getting this exact setup with a shorter barrel for EDC. I'm in love, man. I want to get a second one just as a backup gun. Quite honestly,
it's a good one. It's
and I'm good with it. You find something that you're good at shooting too.
You're just comfortable with it, you know.
I love it. Yeah. Now when I burn my hand in the summer, I might be complaining. Not really. I get callous hands.
Wear some gloves, bro.
Oh, and obviously there is Picatinny on the bottom here. I mean, or else I wouldn't be attached.
You didn't stipple that light on there?
I TIG welded that shit on, or whatever kind of welding that is. One thing too is, it's how do you take it apart for cleaning?
Yeah. So hey, hold up real quick. Were you done with the?
Oh, I mean,
with the presentation.
Oh wait. Also, there is the sights, not only are they suppressor height sights, so let's say you don't even care about getting a suppressor, well, practically everybody is milling out slides and putting optics on them. You're already ready for that. You don't have to screw around and get either CZ sights or other aftermarket suppressor height sights. You're ready to go. So that's one of the other things I like. And these are tritium as well, which is just cool to have, I guess. I don't care that much about it, but I think it's a nice feature.
Are they night sights?
Yeah, tritium night sights.
Yeah. That's, well, some people might not know.
Excuse me, guys. Yeah. Yeah. Tritium.
Dumbass.
I'm trying to help out our viewers.
I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. Not that I would really need them. As far as magazines, this is kind of one of the things about them is if you're used to $15, Magpul, Glock mags or whatever, that you can get close to it with one aftermarket company I'll tell you about here. But I have a lot of 75 mags. This is a 16 rounder here. That's just flush on the bottom.
I don't know why that's funny. I guess the way you said it.
What?
Flush on the bottom.
Flush. For those of you that don't work in construction.
Plum.
Yeah. You're out of plum.
Actually, I've used one of those. That's a rare old school skill, dude. That you drop the string in the line of plum, dude. Yeah, I've done it. Not a lot of people have done it.
Yeah, there's a GC who didn't know what it was at all.
Yeah.
There's a few other people.
So for magazines, everybody, got a couple options. The CZ factory mags, and these do come extended. These suckers are, you pay about 40 pop. Alternative, Metgar, who actually make CZ USA's magazines, these are about, let's say, at least like half the price. This one's extended. The only thing I don't like about the Metgars is it's missing some sort of coating or something. There's something missing, which is obviously why it's cheaper.
What do you mean?
So, this shorter one, the CZ factory mag, it
looks like a semi-gloss.
Yeah, it pulls out a lot.
Never pull out.
Nothing. It slides out a lot easier. when you're getting ready to put a fresh mag in, this Metgar, I gotta shake around a little bit. Not a freaking deal killer for the price, but it's another option, and so you're not gonna have to pay $45 every time you want a magazine.
Cut. Okay. We are running.
All right. So
I could definitely see your junk, dude.
That's good.
A moose knuckle. Alright.
You fucking pull my shorts down.
Alright. Disassembly, sir.
Okay. So I'm gonna break it down.
Okay.
For y'all, not completely.
I'll mute this part out, but since they can't really see us in the animation and everything, do more action than talking.
Yeah.
Or like kind of don't sit there and talk about something a lot and hold it unless it's real pertinent.
Yeah.
Just like go through the disassembly, make it like real simple. Go through the disassembly. Yeah. So
all right,
that's all. All
right, guys. So I'm gonna break it down for a basic cleaning minus taking off my O-ring on this because I'll do that later at my apartment. So one of the trickier things here is just getting this daggum slide off. So what you got to do, and I hope you can see this, there's a line etched in here on the frame and right here on the slide. So what you got to do is line those up, but I should probably grab my other hand. So line them up And what I do is just grab a magazine, and the slide lock is right here, the other side of it. And I just punch it out a little bit, keep them lined up here, and pull it out. And then you just push forward. And one of the interesting things about CZs is the slide actually goes inside, not outside like most pistols. I believe that's supposed to aid in accuracy. I'm not really positive about that. If anybody knows for sure, let me know in the comments. And so all I do is generally I'm going to wipe down, get a brush, get here inside the rails. I go down into the magazine well, where the trigger mechanism is and everything. And here's the barrel. Well, I should have done the spring first. Right here, and this, like I said, I'm not putting the O-ring out, but usually you just gotta unscrew this, pull this out. You know, just do your basic cleaning inside all the crevices, anywhere you got it gunked up, and then to put it back together, just the opposite of what I did. So, go back in right here. Make sure you put the slide inside of the frame. Line these back up. And that way you can get the circle and the square lined up, if I could get it here.
Come on, noob.
Shut up. And I just pressed it right back in. And good to go. It's pretty simple. It's not as difficult as people make it out to be. So, we talking about some practice, y'all.
We talking about practice.
we talking about
practice.
Yeah, and I
Do it blindfolded. You don't do it blindfolded, you're
Yeah.
a pussy.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really clean this too much at all. I usually go at least 1,000 rounds or more in between cleans.
Sorry, my Raptor Tactical dip can holder. I'm sorry, it rolled. It rolled. It's
Very underrated piece of kit there.
Oh, sorry.
And the only other thing that would be a negative is finding a holster, especially light bearing. Generally, you're going to have to go to, you're not going to find it on most websites at all, other than serpentine holsters, Dave.
Yeah!
Are you guys going to be doing some CZ work here?
Oh, yeah. Giggity, giggity. 2020, baby.
That's right. Light bearing, threaded barrels, suppressor height sights, any kind of setup you got, they can do it. So I'm going to be running that some of their stuff in the near future here, which I'm excited about. Very custom setups. So if you got little niche guns like this, take care of you.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
So.